Hi, this is Josh with Resort TV 1, and today I'd just like to talk about some things that have been going on with me and things you might have noticed on the stream or elsewhere. So I'm sorry about the kind of clickbait title on the video. I just didn't really know exactly how to title it or what to say, but there's just been some things going on with me lately, and you may have noticed maybe I've been tired a lot, or my patience has been lower than normal, or things like that. And just wanted to talk about some of that, and also maybe allow some of you to talk about some of your things that are going on with you in your lives, and things that may be bothering you as well, or things that may be keeping you from doing your best at work and things like that. So this is going to be an unedited video where I just talk. So if I say something wrong, I'm just going to correct it. Just really kind of speak from the heart a little bit, and hopefully we can come to some common ground. And again, hopefully you can discuss in the comments some of the things you're dealing with, and we can all kind of help support each other through these difficult times. Obviously, 2020 has been really, really hard for everybody. There's been so many crazy things going on, so much to deal with that is just unprecedented, that nobody could have possibly prepared any of us for. And for the most part, I think that, we've all gotten through it really, really well. But I think what we don't acknowledge sometimes, and what I don't acknowledge sometimes, is that it takes an emotional toll on us. Even if we are happy and smiling and having a good time, there are, feelings and emotions kind of under the surface that we don't always discuss or don't always acknowledge. And I think that sometimes leads to frustrations coming out, or stress coming out, or just even, somebody saying something weird that they wouldn't normally say, and you're like, oh, where did that come from? But it kind of was under the surface the whole time and just really never got acknowledged. And so, that's kind of where, if you see me on the streams and I get frustrated with something not working more than normal, or I get frustrated with a comment or things like that, I think some of that stuff is just going on under the surface, and I just haven't really acknowledged it. So, I'm not like super upset about anything. I'm not super depressed or anything, but I am really tired a lot, and a lot of that is just because I am back at school, obviously, since August. And so kind of my daily schedule is I get up at 5:30 or 6, do school, and I get home about 4 or 4:30, and then have a couple hours to play with Liam. He goes to bed, and then about 7:30, I'm making videos, and then getting in bed as quick as I can. And sometimes that's not till midnight or even 1 o'clock if the video takes longer than I think. And then I get up and do it all over again. And so what happens is I'm just burning the candle at both ends a little bit. And I know a lot of you are doing the same thing, which is exactly why I wanted to talk about this, because I know I'm not the only one dealing with this. So this is not a woe is me or anything like that, because obviously we're very blessed in what we do. I've got a great job, haven't been furloughed or anything like that, like so many others have. And so this isn't me complaining at all. This is just me discussing kind of what's going on, because I think it's important that everybody has feelings to share. And even if you've got it better than some people, or even if you're very blessed, or even if you can't really say, oh, you've got it good, so you shouldn't be upset about things, because you can be upset no matter what. You have to acknowledge your emotions and your feelings. And so I think it's important to, well, I haven't lost my job, so I guess I should be thankful. Well, absolutely. But I think also it's still okay to have emotions and stress and frustrations and things, and definitely give a voice to those. So that's kind of what I'm doing today. So, a lot of times when I am, when I'm coming home from school, or kind of, getting home and just getting in the swing of things, I end up just, kind of being in a daze a lot of times, because I've got my mind on what's going to happen in the stream the next day, or what's going to happen at school the next day. And I'm constantly kind of preparing for the next thing, and there's never really any time to breathe. And so on that note, I wanted to tell everybody there may be some times when I don't have a daily video, just because I'm going to allow myself more time to rest, because I need to acknowledge that I'm not a robot. I'm not superhuman. I am somebody who does need rest, and I do have flaws, and I definitely need to acknowledge that and give myself time to rest so that I can be my best self. I think that sometimes if we do push ourselves too hard, some of those underlying frustrations do come out more quickly. One of the things I've mentioned before on the streams, one of the most frustrating things that happens is, and it happened even last night, with the Fast Pass vlog that I put out. I got this vlog done. I got it done pretty much on time. I'm getting ready for bed at 10 o'clock, and everything's good. I've uploaded the video, and we've moved to a new house, so our internet's not quite as fast as it used to be, because we don't have fiber here, and that's a small problem, but it does mean that the videos take longer to upload. Well, so I'm uploading while I'm I'm getting ready for bed, and about an hour later, it finally finishes uploading, and I look at it, and there's a copyright claim, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they copyright claimed 10 seconds of music, and so now I got to go back and re-edit the video and put it back up, and then all of a sudden, then I've got to re-upload it and hope that took care of it. So basically last night when I went to bed, I was trying to go to bed like at 10 or 10:30 and ended up in bed at about 11:30 because I had to redo the video and re-upload it because I really wanted to get it out today. And so, of course you might be saying, well, you could just wait till the next day, and that's probably true, but I always want to put things out for you guys, and I always want to give you, if I have a good idea, I want to get it out right now, and I just want to make sure that I, you know, am able to give voice to those ideas as well. So then I get frustrated when I can't do that. So anyway, that's kind of, one of the biggest things is just stuff not working on a kind of a tight time schedule and things like that. So my goal would be, if I do have to take a couple days off of daily videos, maybe to get ahead a little bit so that when there are those issues, I'm not trying to do it like the night before and trying to get to bed. And, literally, I think I got up at like 5:30 this morning and was like, okay, good, no copyright claim. Okay, let's redo the title and description and, whatever. So there is a lot that goes on behind the scenes that you guys probably don't see. And we love it, or we wouldn't do it. So this is not me saying, oh, I'm going to quit YouTube or whatever. I'm not ever planning on quitting. We may take a break sometime if we get stressed. And that's kind of what I'm saying now is, I'm not planning a break, but if it gets to the point where I need a break or I can't do a daily video, and you wake up on a Sunday or you wake up on a Tuesday, the days I usually upload my videos, and you don't see a video, don't worry. It just means probably that I decided to get some rest that night. So, that may be, hopefully that'll help you feel better and know that, yeah, there's nothing wrong with Josh. He probably is just taking a little bit of a rest tonight, and or maybe there was an issue with the video and I just decided to let it go. And a lot of you guys are so good about in the chat, reminding me to let it go, because I'm always wanting everything to be perfect. And I don't know if any of you are perfectionists, but obviously I am. It definitely, 100% type A perfectionist, and it's hard for me to let things go sometimes, and that's something I'm working on. And again, leave me a comment if you have trouble with that as well, because I think a lot of us do. We always want things to be the best they can be, and I certainly love all your positive comments and even the constructive comments, when people are saying, hey, you need to let it go, or I've gotten a lot of messages from people saying, we're worried about you, you're getting too stressed, you're not getting enough rest, you're getting upset on the streams, what's going on. And I appreciate that, because even though, I don't like to admit that there might be something going on, I think it's important for people to kind of, give you a little bump sometimes, be like, hey, this isn't quite you, this isn't your personality. So I do think it's a combination of, all the stress from this year. I mentioned this before, but, basically when school shut down in March, it's like, okay, let's figure out how to teach band online, which is not easy to do. And any band directors out there, you know what I'm talking about. It's not really an online activity. It's an in-person activity. But we figured it out, and kids did great and everything like that. But, of course, it was stressful, so that takes a toll. And then starting school, and now half the kids are online and half the kids are in person, and then half the kids are here one day and half the kids are here another day. Well, that's stressful, because now you got to figure out how to teach online and in person at the same time. And again, this is something none of us ever trained for as teachers. We never talked about this in education school. What happens if there's a pandemic and, we have to go online? Nobody ever talked about that, because nobody ever thought about it. And so we have to figure it out. And we did. And it's been fine. But again, it takes a toll. And so then, when we had to put all our streams online because there were no parks open, we figured it out. But, like I said before, a lot of people got a lot of rest during the quarantine, and that was really nice. That was one benefit of it, was that they were working from home. They got to rest. There was no commute. And while that was true to a certain extent, I found myself still staying up really late, even though I didn't have to get up as early, because I was getting the stream ready for Friday. Because, a normal Friday Night Live, we've got the stream planned, but we can pretty much walk around the park and we just let the live stream happen and kind of react as we go. And so there's planning, but it's not like hours and hours of planning. But when you're doing the virtual stream, it is hours and hours of planning. And so, so you've got to put all the videos in the right order, make sure everything works and everything else. So even though those were really, really fun to do, that took a toll too. So I think, and then when things opened back up, of course, we were riding the wave of 100K, which was amazing and insane, and one of the best things, to happen in 2020, I think, and some of the other things that have happened with the media and everything like that. So there's certainly a lot to celebrate, I think. But then after school started, some of that started to kind of fade away into the stress of trying to figure out how to balance full-time school and, doing YouTube basically full time as well, and so I'm kind of doing two full time jobs, and I think I need to acknowledge that I might not be able to put full time into YouTube all the time. Now, please don't misunderstand. We're still going to do Friday Night Live, unless something comes up. We're still going to do live streams all the time as much as we can, because that's really what we enjoy the most. That's what you guys enjoy the most, and so don't think that I'm going to be doing too much of that, taking off live streams or anything. If I feel like I need to take one off, obviously we will. But again, this is just kind of on an as needed basis. So a couple other things, I wanted to hit on is I do want to apologize. I know sometimes I apologize too much, but I wouldn't apologize if I have been frustrated during streams. I might see a comment and react to it, and I normally wouldn't. Things like that. Like the comment about me saying gimbal so much or Jenna laughing so much. That shouldn't have bothered me, but it did, because I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, I know we talk about it a lot. It's probably annoying. And then, the tech talk thing. Some people like it, some people hate it. So a lot of times we have to kind of just do the best we can. And sometimes I think when I get a good amount of rest, I can be myself more. But when I don't, then I'm not myself, and I get frustrated when things don't go. There was a one Magic Kingdom stream where we ended up waiting for Country Bear, for like 20 minutes, and then jumping out of line at the last minute to see Boo to You. And I was so frustrated because I felt like it was so unprofessional, that we wasted so much time and whatever. But all of you were so supportive, like, forget it, Josh, it's okay, just let it go, it's fine. And so I've got to continue to work on that. Other things, I kind of just had some notes here. Like I said, not letting go of things. I do need to keep working on that. Let's see if I missed a few other things here. I think I pretty much got all of it, but basically I just wanted to come on and kind of talk about, where I'm at right now. There's been some days when I have been really depressed going into school, and I love my job. And so when I'm depressed going into school, it's really just because I'm tired and I've got a lot of stress going on and things like that. So, it's not even about the school or about the whatever. It's just about not having enough time to breathe. I was just thinking about the other day, I've got this, over the break, I talked about, over the quarantine, I've got some, time to finally buy a Nintendo Switch, and was like, oh man, I need to play that sometimes. And Liam and I play it sometimes, but not nearly as much. I'm like, man, I should just take a night off and not edit videos and just play a game, or, and I've been watching a couple shows with my wife, and, sometimes I take time to go sit with her and actually watch some shows. So I will be doing some of that, and I encourage you guys to do it as well. Leave me a comment. Let me know how your life has changed, with this pandemic. Has it caused more work for you as well? Are you a teacher? Do you totally get what I'm saying? Or has it caused, you to change family routines? Do you have your kids at home still, because, either the district's not open or because you feel safer with them at home? So that's causing an extra layer of stress. What's going on with you guys, and what is getting you kind of stuck? And, this week I've been trying to kind of break out of the mold a little bit, and you've noticed some different videos. Of course, we're really excited about the Give Kids the World video on Monday, because that was such an amazing event, and that really brought a lot of joy to my heart and Jenna's as well, just to, number one, try and do something to give back a little bit, and then number two, just to be in a place that's so joyful and be around kind of the spirit of Christmas. And that kind of broke us out of the funk a little bit too, I think. And then with the Fast Pass video, just something different. And the comments on the Fast Pass video have been really, really cool. A lot of people are talking about wanting virtual queues instead of the Fast Pass, or some variation of that. The regular Fast Pass Plus that was on the My Disney Experience wasn't quite working with 3 a day. So I'm going to do a separate video and talk about that, because I think a lot of you made really good points. And some people were so nice, they were even worried that, oh, I don't want to be argumentative. And actually, I'm kind of like, no, I want you to, not be argumentative, but I want you to give a different opinion. And I think everybody should feel comfortable doing that as long as you're respectful about it, which everybody is, then it's great to give a different opinion. It's great to give a different point of view. Even if we don't always agree, it's good to hear what other people think. And some of you guys are swaying me a little bit, away from the Fast Pass to the virtual queue. So anyway, that's a different video. But But so trying to break out a little bit and then doing this, I debated on whether to do it or not. But I just think I kind of needed to address the elephant in the room that I haven't been myself on some of the streams. I've been trying to kind of get back to normal, trying to get more rest and things like that. And I noticed it too. I'm like, oh man, I got really frustrated with that, and I shouldn't have. I'm like pulling the stream in a bad direction, and like I need to give the stream to Jenna. I'm like yelling at somebody with their car, backing up at us, which was kind of a stress reaction, because I didn't want to get run over, but again, just kind of being short-tempered a little bit, and I want to get kind of out of that and able to relax and just enjoy the streams more, and realize that you guys are going to enjoy the streams, as long as we do our best, even if things don't always go well, if it lags, or if it, something happens, or, if somebody is rude on the stream or whatever, that we just need to keep going and enjoy, because one rude person in the chat is not important enough to address. One rude person in the park is not important enough to address. In the grand scheme of things, everybody's watching to escape from reality. And I think we need to, Jenna does way better than I do. We need to remember that, this is why you guys watch, and we need to kind of work on, I especially need to work on, just letting it go and just enjoying and focusing on what's important, which is the majority, 99.9999% of the resort hoppers who are amazing and kind and always supportive. So anyway, that's really all I have, but please leave a comment and let me know, kind of what's going on with you. Sorry I rambled so much. That was kind of the point of the video, but I won't do these very often. This is just kind of me kind of being human for a minute and letting you guys know kind of where I'm at. So I'm anxious to read and respond to what you guys are saying. I wanted to do this in a vlog and not a live stream because I didn't want to kind of lose my train of thought with the chat, because I'm always wanting to interact with the chat because that's my favorite thing. So I wanted to make sure I didn't forget some of the things I had to say. But anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Definitely be sure to check out our sponsors. They help us out so much. MickeyTravels.com for the best in Disney planning advice, and also Victor Naraki, DisneyAtYourDoorstep.com for all of his links if you're thinking about moving to Central Florida. Also, don't forget to subscribe to Resort TV 1. We promise to do the very best we can to give you the best quality content that's possible, and always striving to do better and be better, and that's kind of what today is about. So definitely subscribe, hit the like, follow us on social media, all the things. We appreciate you guys. Love you guys. The support means so much. If we can make your day just a little bit better, then I feel like it's been worth it. And so if this rambling video helped you a little bit because you're dealing with some of the same things, sometimes I watch people and I'm like, oh, I get that. I identify with that. I watch other YouTubers the same way that you guys watch us. So I hope it helped a little bit. If not, that's fine. We'll see you on the next video, and we'll definitely see you on Friday Night Live in a couple days, and it's a special one, so we can't wait. So we'll see you then. So for now, have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Bye-bye.